Welcome, mums, dads, teachers, librarians, grandparents, and kids. It is Elena Paige here coming to you today on the 25th or 26th of May, depending where you are in the world, 2020. And yes, I have my witch's hat on. And look, it is quite long. Look at that tip. Ooh. Oh, there you go. See? It just sort of chops off on the camera. But why am I wearing a witch's hat? And no, I don't go to Hogwarts. No, I should cover that up really, shouldn't I? That way. I actually go to Windermere Elementary. I might be too old to go to Windermere Elementary, but perhaps they'd allow me in as a teacher at Pagoria, the original witch school that Evie comes from. Yes, I'm here to speak with you about Evie Everyday Witch. You can probably see the last two books behind me on my bookshelf, and of course my trusty dog Lucky. Lucky, there he goes. Say hello. No, he's not a cat, and I don't have a bat. I could possibly have brought a corn cob, like Pops the corn cob, but I wasn't creative enough before I started doing this video. Today is a very important day. It is the day that book number 3, Special Magic, hits the bookshelves and the airwaves worldwide. And in celebration, I thought I'd turn up for a video. I have been a little bit quiet behind the scenes, working hard, not doing as many videos as I was last year. And I thought it was only fitting that I come and visit you today. And of course, read to you chapter 1 and chapter 2. And just to make it even more fun, I am just now loading up the paperback version to Amazon. And right before I click publish, they allow us on the screen to see a kind of preview version of the book. So I thought it would be kind of fun to read you the book from the preview version on Amazon. Hopefully I'm not breaking any laws by doing this. So let me change my screen. And that's not what you're meant to be seeing. You're meant to be seeing this. Yes, not the watermelon. This, perfect. And you can't see my face because I'm behind that wonderful banner of mine. So I should probably fix that. Oops. As you do, click the wrong thing. Let me move that. There we are. Now you can see me. Perfect. Let me go back to this and let's read. So this is what it looks like when it's about to get published. This is the page layout on Amazon, and you won't be able to see it because I've covered it with my name, but there's a little approve yellow button in the corner, and then I can just flick pages. So there we go. Evie Everyday Witch, Special Magic, Book 3, and dedicated to cats, bats, and corn cobs. Chapter 1. Okay, I'm going to read you chapter 1 and chapter 2. I've got to sound like Evie, don't I? Whew, okay, I don't even know what Evie sounds like. Let's go. Zombies have a mean bite. It doesn't hurt, but it's super itchy. Worse than 1,000 hungry mosquito bites. I shove my black and white wands into my backpack, take a bite of my apple, and bow to Fastizia, my owl. She bows back and gives me the mugwort and patchouli I asked for. Patchouli for protection and mugwort to put those nasty zombies to sleep. According to Mum, a mysterious swarm of zombies appeared in the graveyard last week. Creepy, but the perfect adventure. Thank you, Fastizia. You're welcome, Evie. Is there anything else I can get for you? No, thank you. You're sure? Yep. Are you really sure? Uh-huh. Fastizia closes one of her giant owl eyes and leans in close so we're face to face. Except her face is huge next to mine. Fastizia lives under my floorboards and protects all my spell ingredients. And she's about 15 times bigger than any owl you've ever seen or imagined. But she's still brown and she's still friendly. Except for when she closes one of her eyes and gawks at me with her other one, trying to work out what I'm up to. I'm fine, honestly, Fastizia. So you're not fighting a swarm of zombies with these ingredients? She closes both her eyes and clucks more like a chicken than a giant barn owl. Sure I am. It's no use lying to her. She's super smart and knows everything. And I mean everything, including the fact that my apple is really a donut in disguise. Mum hates it when I snack on anything except fruit after dinner. Fastizia opens both her eyes at once and almost bowls me over with her giant flapping wings. Evie, you can't fight zombies on your own. Ask your mum and dad to help. I shake my head from side to side, cross my arms and purse my lips, zip my lips, glue my lips shut. It's dangerous, Fastizia persists, and zombie bites can get infected. I scrunch my nose at her and keep my lips pursed, zipped, and glued shut. Fine, be like that, but at least take some of this. She squawks at me, then hands me charcoal. It's great for soothing zombie bites. I unpurse, unzip, and unglue my mouth. Thanks. I'll be fine. I can do this on my own. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I need to do this alone, I insist. Why? I sit down on my bed and rub my tears away. Because I'm a failure. Fastizia sits on the end of my bed, making it lopsided. Evie, you've saved your whole school from a harpy. And you brought Jack-o'-lantern back to life. You're not a failure. I jiggle my legs together. She's right. I did do those things, but I only defeated Mrs. Rogers the harpy because of my friends' help. And I only brought Jack back to life thanks to Nip. I lost the competition. I need to prove I can do something by myself. No help, just me. Fastizia breathes out like a vacuum cleaner in reverse. Why do something alone? It's much better with friends. I look at my sparkly sneakers. To prove I can. You don't need to prove anything to yourself. You're the brightest witch of my age. I know, but what if I'm not? What if it's all been luck? My question dances in the air like a tornado tilting this way and that. Fastizia gets up, swats at the random fly on her nose, goes back to her spot on the open floorboards and spreads both eyes wide. Evie, everyday witch. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to believe in yourself. You are good enough. Fastizia is always saying stuff like that. She reminds me of Stacy Soapbox, the famous motivational witch coach. She spins and twirls below the floor where she lives, protecting all my spell ingredients. The floorboards close in above her just as my thoughts close in above my head. I want to believe her. I really do, but right now I don't. I need to do something on my own to prove to myself I really am good enough. I shove the charcoal, patchouli, and mugwort into my bag and zip it up. Thunder storms in my head. Lightning flashes behind my eyes. I really can do this. It's just a group of zombies. I'm a witch, for goodness sake. I'm a witch, I yell in my mind. I'll be fine. I can hear Dad's snoring bouncing around the hallway. I sneak down the stairs, careful to avoid the one creaky step, and tiptoe past the living room where my friends are sound asleep. Sapphire the unicorn, Nip, my talking cat, Sylvie, my bat, and Pops, the crazy corn cob who pops delicious hot buttered popcorn with a twist of raspberry. How I'd love a mouthful right now for courage, but they're all sound asleep in front of the fire. Perfect. I can sneak out without Evie? I almost jump out of my striped stockings. It's Jack! Jack-o'-lantern. I brought Jack back to life so I could win this year's Halloween competition. He lives with us now. Like I said earlier, I didn't win. Partly because I forced Jack to pretend to be tall, mean and scary. Mostly because I forced him to be tall, mean and scary. He's not scary at all, or mean, and he's definitely not tall. He's really short, shorter than me, but his pumpkin head is just the right size and his voice is sweet and squeaky. Where are you going? He squints his carved eyes at me. I'm getting some fresh flowers for a spell. Jack tilts his pumpkin head to one side and his voice rises even higher than usual. I'm coming with you. No, Jack. Nip stirs, farts, then continues, catching butterflies in his sleep. I lower my voice. Listen, I'm not going flower picking. I know that, Jack whispers back. I'm going to fight the zombies. I know that too. And I'm still coming. You can't do this alone. But, Jack, you're scared of everything. Jack's head trembles on his little vine neck. I am scared, terrified, about to faint, I think. But I'm still coming. You're my friend, and I want to help you. I can tell there's no use arguing with him. We creep out the front door, careful not to wake Winston, the wild and willful piano. He's playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in his sleep, softly, sweetly. I step outside. The zombies are chittering and chattering down at the cemetery. My muscles tighten. My shoulders lift towards my ears. My knees clang together. I almost choke on the fresh night air. I have to send them back where they came from. I tighten my fists, take big strides down the hill. Come on, Jack. Jack scurries behind me like a frightened little bird. Do they bite? Yep, hard too, but you won't die from a zombie bite. Does it hurt? Shh, I hear them up ahead. I pull the patchouli and mugwort out of my bag and hold them together in one hand. My two wands squeeze tight in the other. Shivers of electricity shoot up and down my back. My legs wobble. This is it. Me against the zombies. I can hold the plants for you, says Jack, reaching out his vine hands towards my patchouli and mugwort. I jump back like a witch on fire. I ain't letting Jack help. No way, no how. Look, Jack, I let you come along and all, but I'm doing this on my own. I smile. I don't mean to hurt his feelings, but there's definitely no way I'm letting him help. He'll ruin everything. I stretch my smile even more and put my hands behind my back. Jack crosses his arms, turns away from me. I try to make him feel better. Did I mention zombies love the colour orange? You're perfect for drawing them to us. I'm glad you're here. He turns back around, his face glowing. Where did the zombies come from anyway? I scrunch my nose, hunting for the memory in my brain. Nope, nothing, not a single clue. I don't know. Mum just told me there are hundreds of them for me to stay inside at night. And we're not listening to your mum because I'm the cleverest witch there is and I'm not scared of zombies. This will be easy. Tomorrow I can let everyone know how brave and brilliant I am. Come on. Jack nods his head up and down so much it threatens to fall off and roll down the hill. I squeeze my wands tighter in my left hand, patchouli and mugwort in my right. I feel like Auntie Floss when she fought in the Great Vampire War. It's the real reason vampires no longer exist. Witches got rid of them all. For real, it was a huge battle. I wasn't born yet, but her stories are epic. Only this time, it's me against the zombies, and best of all, I will defeat them on my own. Are you sure you don't want me to help? Squeaks Jack. Yep, I'm totally sure. Yowling noises come from the distance, nipping noises, chomping noises. It's them. Be brave, Jack. And no, their bites don't hurt. They just make you itchy. But here, wear this. It will protect you. And I won't need it. I have the patchouli to protect me. I hand Jack my talisman necklace. It protects witches from our enemies. I can see those zany zombies zigzagging at the bottom of the hill. See you down there, I say, as I run toward the scuffle of zombies headed for us. Ah! I call out, hoping to scare those zombies back into their graves. Face to face now, me and the zombies. They stop short. I stop short. We stare each other down. I hold my left hand above my head, wands at the ready. A witch about to defeat a zombie army. Watch this, Jack, I yell, proud of myself. I point the patchouli and mugwort at those ugly zombies. I take in a big breath of air, and just as I'm about to shake my mugwort and patchouli and put them to sleep, hordes of zombies jump on me. I drop my wands, I drop my patchouli and mugwort, I drop my courage. Ah! Ouch! Get off me! Jack! Help! I've just been attacked by squirmy, suffocating squirrel zombies. Chapter 2. Those nasty little squirrel zombies, they're attacking me, jumping on me, biting me. Ouch! Ow! Ouch! The itching shimmies its way under my skin. I wriggle and squirm like a pressurized sprinkler. I've got the zombie itch. It's itchier than when I fell off my broomstick into poison ivy last year. Before you go judging me as a bad broomstick flyer, just know a giraffe distracted me. I almost crashed into it. What was a giraffe doing in the sky, you ask? Auntie Floss, who lives in South Africa, flew on it instead of riding her broomstick when she came to visit. What can I say? She's quirky. I flick those squirrels off, but it's no use. They keep piling back on me. Hundreds upon hundreds of squirrel zombies pretend I'm their midnight snack. Just when I think I'm about to pass out, their laser-sharp teeth release their grip. Take that, squirrel zombies! It's Jack. He's come to the rescue. He's come to the rescue. Oh no, I was meant to do this on my own. Wait, Jack, I can do this. I reach for my wands, but they're not where I dropped them. I look at Jack and there he is, black wand in one hand, white wand in the other, muttering my magic words. Have I ever told you how much I hate zombies? I despise zombies, and not because they bite. I hate zombies because they sneak into your kitchen at night and eat all your ice cream. Yep, squirrel zombies, zombie squirrels, love ice cream. They love ice cream so much, they don't just eat it, they dive in it, they swim in it, they roll around and bathe in it. Jack knows this too, and before I can grab those wands from him, delicious balls of ice cream splatter between me and Jack. Those hungry little monsters jump into that gooey gloop of goodness. It should have been me who used ice cream to lure them. This should have been my idea. But it wasn't. Jack stole the show, stole my limelight, stole my chance to prove I'm good enough. I'm tempted to dive for some ice cream myself. I shiver my sugar cravings away, grab the patchouli from beside Jack and point it at those zombie squirrels. I shake the mugwort at them next. It works straight away. They all fall asleep on the spot. Peaceful, happy, sleeping squirrels. They look kind of cute with angry, ice cream-covered smiles painted across their faces. A little fly flits around them, enjoying the free ice cream too. Who brought this little zombie village back to life, I wonder? I shrug my shoulders, wave my wand, whiz them back to their graves and seal them shut. Tired, I sit down next to Jack. I yawn and yell, I did it! All by myself! Jack smiles back at me. We did it together! We make a great team! Before I can argue, no, me, just me, all by myself. My zombie bites begin to itch worse than ever. I flip and flop all the way back to our house on top of the hill. It's unbearable being this itchy. Jack runs after me and yells, "Save Evie! Help her!" "Jack, it's all right. I've got charcoal." I've got charcoal. I totally forgot. I've got charcoal. "Evie needs your help," yells Jack as we reach the front of the house. Luckily, he brought my bag. "Shh, Jack. Hand me the charcoal and be quiet." Nope. He's deafer than my Aunt Vi on my mother's side of the family. I have an Auntie Vi on my dad's side too, but she mysteriously turned into a toad a few years ago and now lives in the reptile section at the Cleveland Zoo. Uncle Lester took a job as a zookeeper just to be with her. Mum and Dad storm out of the front door, followed by Nip and Sylvie. Dad resembles a squirrel zombie, his body stiff and his eyes spread wide. "Why am I awake?" "What's wrong, Jack?" Nip pounces on him and licks his big pumpkin head. Jack and Nip have become best buddies since we brought Jack back to life. Nip's really nice to him. So nice. Way too nice. "I told you not to go out at night," says my mum. She runs to me and hugs me tight. "Where have you been? It's past midnight." Jack's eyes grow bigger than his head, and he screams like those zombies are back. "Ah!" I look around expecting them to jump on me again, but they don't. Thank goodness for that. "Zombies! Lots of biting, nasty zombies!" he yells. "Evie, you didn't." My dad's properly awake now and gives me his long eyebrow frown. That's when one eyebrow meets his other eyebrow and they team up and spread right across his forehead with no break in the middle. That's how mad he is at me. "It's fine, I got them all." I bite my bottom lip, trying to control my urge to jump in the pond and stop the itching winding its way up my back and crawling across my face. "You're covered in bites," my mum scolds. "You know how dangerous zombies are. What if something worse had happened to you?" She grabs my white wand from Jack and waves it at me, covering me in charcoal. Instant relief. Just like that, the itching stops. But I'm covered in black powder, and my clothes are too. This was a brand new pair of striped stockings. Poor Jack. So upset. "Did they bite you too, Jack?" My dad's one long eyebrow shakes like it's a moustache. "No, sir. Evie gave me a talisman to wear, and I trapped those squirrels with ice cream." "You saved the day or the night. Jack's a hero." Nip dances around the yard. "Evie, you're lucky Jack was there to protect you. You can't go roaming around in the middle of the night with zombies on the loose." My mum's bottom lip trembles like when she ruins a potion she's been working on for ages, or when I blow up parts of the house experimenting with my magic. "A very silly thing to do," says Nip, patting Jack on the head. "Come on, Jack the hero. Let's go celebrate with some pineapple juice." "No fruit for you, Mr. Fartbottom. Off to bed, all of you." Mum turns to me and puckers her lips. "Promise me you won't go out again at night. I want you safe and sound at home after dark, young lady." My mum squeezes me tight, walks me inside while looking over her shoulder. What's up with her? She's acting weird. Windermere is safe. And our house on top of the hill is the safest place I know. I go to bed covered in charcoal powder. I want to wash it off, but it needs to stay on for at least a few hours to get rid of the bite marks. Nip sneaks into my room, followed by a pesky fly. "Psst, Evie, are you awake?" "Uh-huh. What's up?" I can't sleep after another epic failure. "I think your mum and dad are right. There's trouble brewing." He lies on my bed, swatting at the fly. "What do you mean?" "Trouble spreading through the town." "Nip, stop talking in riddles and tell me what you mean." "The zombies. What about them?" "Zombies don't come to Windermere. Don't you think it's weird they were roaming around?" "They're probably just hunting for ice cream. Lamrons have the best flavours. chocolate chip, fudge, pecan pear, bitter toffee, and how can a squirrel zombie possibly resist salted mango crunch? I mean, really, it's a no-brainer why they're in Windermere. Nip's cheeks droop. His fur loses its luster. His paws tremble. Listen to your mum and dad for once and stay inside. Something's not right out there. And with that, Nip swats the fly out my open window, curls up tight in my bed and dozes off to sleep. Squirrel zombies in Windermere. It is a little unusual, unexpected, unpredictable even. My imagination runs away from me. Maybe they followed a pack of pixies here, or were tricked into town by a squad of sprites. Maybe they've never seen a unicorn before and came to meet Sapphire. Or maybe there's trouble brewing in Windermere, just like Nip said. Whatever is happening, I'm going to find out on my own. I will prove I'm good enough once and for all. I've got this. There you go, Chapter 1 and 2 of Evie Everyday Witch, Book 3, Special Magic. The ebook is out today, available for anybody to buy or read for free on Kindle Unlimited. And of course, the paperback and hardback are coming in the next couple of days once I press that approve button. And if you would love to leave me a review, which would be awesome, on Amazon or Goodreads, please do contact me and I can send you out either an ebook or, if you're very nice, even maybe a paperback book. In any case, I thank you so much, whether you leave a review or not. I love you. Mwah! Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope that you love the book as much as you loved book 1 and 2. This is probably the fastest one of the 3 and so much happening that it's probably got more words than the others. It's a little bit longer, but just as much fun and lots of new creatures and characters to meet in this one too. So that's all from me today. Say goodbye to Lucky. Oh no, he is behind the banner. Let's move that banner. Say goodbye to Lucky, who's going to finally get his walk in a minute. Thank you so much. Goodbye.